Greetings and welcome to Community Centered, where we talk about what community is, why community matters, why you matter to community, and most importantly, how to cultivate it wherever you are right now. I'm Ellie Whittekins, and today we are going to talk about why it is important that you not delay setting up your community and why you should, in fact, start cultivating it right here and now. It's very easy to delay setting up a community, especially if you feel anxious about some part of it. Maybe it's meeting new people, maybe it's feeling awkward in a new environment, maybe it's all the time and energy you have to put into finding something you want to do, or maybe it's all of the above. The point is, very few people are motivated by the promise of meeting new acquaintances to commit to it quickly. Most of us prefer to hem and haw about it first and make a few excuses. I definitely used to fit in that category. I made so many excuses from the time I graduated college to the time I was 28. I really missed out on some great experiences because of that. We are going to dismantle some of those excuses today so we can all get to some wonderful experiences in life. Excuse number one, planning to move. When I graduated from college, I didn't have any experience in my field and job offers were a little thin. I took the one job offer I received and it required moving further away from family. I planned from the beginning to move back near family within 3 to 5 years. I didn't see a point in getting attached or building anything permanent in a place I saw as temporary. Well, it's been 10 years and I'm still here. The point is, you don't know how or if your plan is going to work out. The schemes of mice and men oft go awry. And there's no point in waiting for the perfect opportunity or conditions to start building your life because it might take longer than you think. You wouldn't put off seeking shelter for yourself until you had saved up enough money to buy your dream home. You would find a way to get something that worked for you at the place you were at in that moment. You should do the same with regard to community. Prioritize building where you are at. Excuse number two, I will always have the chance later. It's easy to think that tomorrow or next year or 5 years from now will hold the same possibilities as today. But you don't know what will be different by the time later rolls around. You may not have the same abilities. You may be dealing with a health condition or your health could be declining. You may not have the money or the time to take advantage of what your community offers because your life has changed. Marriage and children come to mind, but so does caring for aging parents. The point is, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. The only opportunity that we could be reasonably sure of is today. Excuse number three, I'm not missing anything. Your life is always happening, so no matter what, you are missing something. I certainly missed out on a lot of adventures in my 20s because I decided not to go out and find them. And time is something none of us can get back. The hardest thing for me looking back at my 20s is a friend I missed out on having. When I joined a group a few years ago, this woman and I instantly started becoming friends. 8 months later, she was diagnosed with cancer. A year after we had met, she was gone. I had lived out here for 7 years at that point, and she had been a part of the same group for 2 decades. If I had not made excuses in my 20s, I could have had up to 6 more years of friendship with this amazing woman. I can't get that back. I missed it, and I really wish I hadn't. And I don't plan on missing anything else. Excuse number four, I don't want to put down roots simply to uproot later. If you're planning to move at some point, then why put in all the effort and invest in building community for yourself if you can't take it with you? If you're going to need community when you're settled, why not just build it there? The fact of the matter is, community isn't stagnant. It's not something that you build once and it remains perfectly intact forever. People move away, new people come in, your groups will shift and change. You will also shift and change, and will likely have to go back to the drawing board anyway to find a community that suits you for where you are in life. So build a community for the life that you have now and remodel it as you change and grow. And if you do uproot your life, at least then you have the skills and experience to put down roots again. Excuse number five, goodbye is going to hurt. If community might change, if you might move away, if good friends might move or pass away, then yes, it's going to hurt. There's no way around that. Honestly, life itself is going to hurt because we all have to face those things already. Having a robust community can help because there are others to lean on and routines to keep. Goodbye also doesn't always have to be goodbye. In this digital world, it's very easy to keep up with friends. You can text, email, send cards, you can even talk on the phone. I know that might sound a little crazy to the younger generation, but give it a try. It's more fun than you think. The fact is, there are ways to stay in touch with friends you want to keep, and you should prioritize maintaining those friendships. I don't know if you noticed, but 4 of the 5 excuses had to do with the future, plans for the future, and fear of what it might bring. But none of us know what the future will be, so there's no guarantee it'll work out the way we hope or fear it will. If 22-year-old Ellie, who was so sure she'd be moving back to her hometown in a couple of years, had seen her future 28-year-old self, she would have been shocked at how little had changed. And probably a little disappointed too, because my life hadn't really gone anywhere. Going anywhere required that I take action. When I stopped taking the excuses in my head seriously and started asking myself why not, I began to take that action. We can think, research, think again, plan, and overthink a problem to death, but nothing changes our lives quite like action. I hope this has helped silence some excuses in everybody's heads. Did I miss an excuse you make? Please leave in the comments below and join me here next time for further discussion on how to build your community here and now.